tired of fake humility, tired of being tired, I'm tired of false stability. I just wanna make a couple dollars, fly to Italy, take a trip to Golan, travel to the motherland, spend a couple of dollars in villas overlooking sand, disappear with the phone, just a couple of plans. I wake, remember I'm on the planet where little men kill each other for change. It's insane, need a plan somehow, gotta get on my feet, arise from sleep, no time to be concerned with the luxuries of the beach. We trap, how did we get so fascinated with we? My people dying too fast, can't lose a minute, we need to rise. As I try to envision the first steps, get distracted of stress and lose sight of the rest. It's too hot to think, it's too hard to rise. In this pot we sink, and we all reside inside.
If you slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you. Slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose.
I hate the throwaway bars, I hate the arrogant way. I hate the music the Father ain't never given to play. We wonder why we in hell, we even killing the faith. We look just like all the people we say are lost in their way. I pray as you listen, each of these bars will hit them. Even to all them niggas disguised as brothers in faith. Guess the light's on you, the more eyes on you, the more your weaknesses are seen. Your disguise won't do. Look to the skies, who surprised all the champions and guys you looked up to, you find they were all trying to. The nation still got gods. Kill the spirit for it, kill our odds of getting out here alive.
If you slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you. Slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you.
Cause I only give you truth. I pray the spirit give you juice too. I've been with you through the trials, now I'm with you till you make it, and I never wanna lose you. He said I'm with you to the end. No greater love ever been. Man, I be praying for my twins, everybody in the tribe, make it to the end. Cause I only give you truth. I pray the spirit give you juice too. I've been with you through the trials, now I'm with you till you make it, and I never wanna lose you. He said I'm with you to the end. No greater love ever been. Man, I be praying for my twins, everybody in the tribe, make it to the end. Yeah, give me the tech. We up by 30, but these shots ain't finished yet. We up like 30, sending shots through internet. Some of these ox are dirty, got the flock up in the net. Thank God we not your dinner yet. Teaching sin with your doctrine to the wise, you been a threat. Yep, this for them 7-day keepers. Friend shirt reaper. Can't read your spirit, but you smell like reefer. Yelling loud, drunk, proud, nigga, street preacher. Never call for prayer, but every word is a beeper. Album this long, but Jesus can't get a feature. Millstone tossed in the sea, don't wanna see ya. Like that, a lot of brothers praise these artists, we fight that. Saying you in love with the law, but you attached to the image they created. And dog, we biting back. You got bars, that's cool, we at the start of the end. What you gonna use it to do? Make these brothers repent, but you want brothers attend. It's at your biggest events. Even if they dead in the spirit, this is the spirit's revenge. Just keep your head in the spirit and guard yourself from the sin. Each melody in your mind, it ain't too late to rewind. And remember why we decided it's about time if you choose to. I lost a lot, but I can't afford to lose you.
Fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you. Slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you. If you slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you. Slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times and I'm praying for the tribes and I don't wanna lose you. If you slip or you fall today, don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up up 7 times when I'm praying for the tribes, and I don't wanna lose you. Slip when you fall today. Don't lose your grip, don't you fall away. Stand up 7 times when I'm praying for the tribes, and I don't wanna lose you.
Let's try this again. Shalom. My bad. I was not off mute. Let's see if this is off. Let's see. All right, we good. All right, my bad, y'all. Ashar, Chanakah. We got visitors in the building. Mama Brown is in the building. Say it one more time, I remember it. Levante. I was going to say something. Devontae? I messed it up the first time. That's crazy. Brother Devontae is in the building. So, hey, all praise to the Most High for that. Allowing some new people to enter the building. The brother said he knew that black people celebrated Hanukkah. And I was just telling him, there was a brother who just stopped me at the store, asked me, was I celebrating Kwanzaa? And I was like, nah, Hanukkah, he said. So that's why I had to ask. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't know. But this is the Feast of Dedication lesson. So we're going to go over the Feast of Dedication. We're going to try to make it quick, though, because it's a long lesson. Have you had the Feast of Dedication lesson yet? I know you probably seen it like on YouTube, but like, yeah. All right, all praise. All right, word. Did we read all of that last year? You taught it last year. I don't think you did that. Yeah, I'm trying not to read all that. So what you can help me with is tell me, hey, yo, we don't need to read all that. That's what we could do. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and get into the lesson. We're talking about the rededication of the temple of the Most High. All right. We're going to go into Daniel, go over the prophecy, and then we're going to go over the history in the Apocrypha. So since you know, I'm going to ask you a couple of things. I don't like insulting people's intelligence. So I don't have to repeat myself if I don't know about it. But you know about this book right here? All right, this is the Apocrypha. This is 14 books that was removed out of the original version of the Bible. So if you go into like the Septuagint and other places, he can probably tell you about those places. But the Septuagint, Dead Sea Scrolls, different things like that, you will still find this in there. But the Catholic Church, who runs the Christian church, teaches that it's non-canonical, meaning it's not canon, meaning it's not divinely inspired of God. Right? You know what I mean? The Protestants, they say that it's not, the Catholics keep it. Excuse me. The Catholics still have it in there. That's the point I meant to make. The Catholics still have it in their Bible. Right? The Protestants took it out. Right? And they said it's not divinely inspired of God. But how can something not be divinely inspired when you have, this is something that links the Old Testament and the New Testament together. You feel what I mean? So, most high willing, man, you come around a little bit more often. You already know we regular people at this point. You already saw what I had on the screen. I'm trying to watch the fight. You feel me? We regular people. So most high willing, you continue to come around and then you'll learn how much important this is, right? But with that being said, we're going to get right into it. We're going to start at Daniel 2. We're going to start from the top if I need to. But, I mean, we're going to just try to get into it. Is your mic dead? Yep. You good? All right, so let's read 1 through 16. And you don't have to, you can read it quick. We're going to go start at Daniel 2, verse 1. Daniel chapter 2, verse 1. All right.
All right, y'all say "con" when you get there.
Con. You know what we're going to do? Can you man this?
Mm-hmm.
Which one you like to use the most? Which one you say you like? The full Bible. Salakia, y'all.
Yep, Daniel chapter 2, verses 1 through 16. All right. And then I'm gonna put this on the screen real quick.
You want to help, you can too. Daniel 2 started.
Verse 1 from the top. Yep.
Salakia, y'all. Salakia, we're gonna get started real quick. We just got some people entering the building. So we want to give them the opportunity to come in real quick. And we had Daniel
2.
I can't see, bro. And then we're going to share the screen. Share screen. All right, so we're going to share the screen so everybody can see what we got going on. Hey, if y'all need us to zoom in on this on YouTube, let me know. Oh, okay, calm. You know what I'm saying? We trying to move up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We used to do this all the time, but we ain't had the internet, but now we good. Hey, the water, Justin. Appreciate you. All praises. All right. I gotta go back here, right? All right, you know what? I'm actually gonna take us off the screen. We don't even need to be on the screen. We'll let y'all see the scriptures. Are you trying to center it? Oh, my bad. The standard? Yeah. Okay, Kyle. Hey, Shalom King, what's going on with you? All praises, all praises. All right, man. The brother, his dedication, the brother dedicated, came straight off work and picked up the food. We appreciate you. We good?
Okay, all praise to the Most High. So we're going to start Daniel chapter 2 and verse 1.
Come.
And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians, the astrologers, the sorcerers, the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If you will not make known unto me the dream, the interpretation thereof, you should be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. But if you show the dream and the interpretation thereof, you shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore, show me the dream and the interpretation thereof.
Mm-hmm.
They answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show you the interpretation of it. The king answered and said, I know of certainty that you would gain the time, because you see the thing is gone from me. So I'm going to make that plain English real quick.
Please.
So basically, the king had a dream, and he called all his wise men and stuff like that. And he was like, yo, first of all, I forgot the dream that I had, but I need you to break it down. And I'm not going to tell you what the dream was. And if you get it wrong, I'm killing you. That's crazy, right? So
impossible.
That's impossible. So he was like, the dude was like, well, if you at least tell us the dream, we'll break it down for you. Mm-hmm. And he was like, nah, you just trying to buy time.
It sound like they on their way to death.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you sweating at this moment. Like, you like, all right, we about to get put to death out here, right? All right. So verse 9, I think that's where I was. Yeah, verse 9. But if you will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore, tell me the dream, and I shall know that you can show me the interpretation thereof. Mm-hmm. The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore, there is no king, lord, nor ruler that asks such things at any magician or astrologer or Chaldean. And it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other that can show it before the king except the gods whose dwelling is not with flesh.
Mm-hmm.
For this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain, and they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. And Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to Arioch, captain of the king's guard, which was going forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king the interpretation.
All right, so listen. All right, once again, because I know we just kind of started. But once again, we talking about the Feast of Dedication. We're getting the history behind it. So if you thinking to yourself what I was thinking to myself in the beginning, what is the relevance of what we reading? What's the relevance of all of this? You feel me? This is history reading. We getting backstory right now. Just to let everybody know, we getting backstory. All right. So once again, this king wanted the interpretation of a dream that he didn't even know what was going on. Right? Now Daniel is stepping up and he's using wisdom first and foremost. Remember this whole story. Daniel starts off with wisdom. He's asking for some more time. All right. So remember, the Israelites are in captivity right now. But it's about to show how God is going to use this captive people for something in a second. You can keep going. We're going to go to 23.
All right. Verse 17. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of the God of heaven concerning the secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven.
All right, so the Most High is looking out. He revealed what the king's people could not reveal to Daniel. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his.
Mm-hmm.
And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
Yo, so listen to what he said, what Daniel's saying. He says he changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and he sets up kings. Everybody that you see ruling the earth right now was set up by the Most High God. As bad as we don't be wanting to think about it like that, Democrat, Republican, they gave you 3 coats, bro. They tripping. They did us dirty, for sure. But yeah, who drink coats 3 times? That's crazy. But you feel me? That's wild. But dang, that made me mad. Salaki. Yeah, all right, Salaki. It don't matter whether it's Democrat, Republican, or in between. Democrat, yes. She had to. I did say that I was gonna let it slide. Golly. But it don't matter which one you are. Liberal, it don't matter. Whatever you call yourself, if you in Africa, you in Asia, whoever is ruling, all of these people who talk about fighting each other, and they got the nuclear codes in all these different countries, whatever, they all got set up by the Most High. No, it's not us that set it up. It won't no vote. You know what I'm saying? It was the Most High, right? We keep going. Yeah, go ahead, bring it out. I'll read it. What you want?
I got a precept for that. Amos 3 and 7. And if y'all are taking notes, write that precept beside that verse, right? So right here, Daniel prayed to the Most High, and the Most High answered that prayer. But why did the Most High answer that prayer, right? That's what this precept is going into.
God, it's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 7. Salaki, y'all. Let me let the people on who don't have their scripts with them. We're going to make sure they can see. All right, cool. Amos 3 and 7. It reads, surely the Most High God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
Okay, so the scripture says that the Most High doesn't do anything just by chance. He always reveals what he's going to do to his servants, the prophets, right? So he's breaking, this one is not working for some reason. But yeah, so he always allows his servants, the prophets, to know what path he's moving on so that they can be in alignment with him, right? So when Daniel said that prayer, the Most High was like, all right, cool, I got to give my man a signal so he knows which way to go, right? So what's important to see there is that you got to know the signals and you got to know what to look for, because the Most High always reveals it to his servants. All right. So going back to Daniel.
Where did you tell me to put that at? Where at?
And I will put that with verse 22. All right. Put Amos 3 and 7 next to verse 22.
Hey, yo, you need a notepad? You want a notepad? You good? All right, go in there, bro. As soon as you walk in there to the left, there's gonna be a box. He got some school supplies. Get a pencil out of there, and then in front of the fridge on that chair, there's a box, a big box from Amazon. There's some notepads in there. Just get a box, bring it out. All right, let's go back to Daniel. Salakia, y'all.
Okay. So Daniel chapter 2, starting back at verse 22.
Uh-huh.
He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
Uh-huh.
I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desired of thee. For thou hast made known unto us the king's matter.
Con. So now the Most High has revealed the secret to Daniel. Most High don't save the day, right? Now the Most High, Salaki, one thing we have to understand is Daniel prayed, and the Most High, once again, as he said, answered that prayer. A lot of times when we in these, I'm gonna ask the question: if you in a sticky situation, when you gotta do something you feel like it's impossible, is your first thought to pray? Like naturally? Nah. Brother telling the truth. Sometimes. Yeah. Or the kids answering. That's what I like. The kids answering. I like that. All right, it should be, right? It should be. So we're gonna move on because I'm trying to tell me what we can skip to if we need to skip. I gotta read 24 through 30. Go ahead.
All right, verse 24. Yeah, therefore, Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went in and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon, bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation.
So now Daniel's not only saving himself,
right?
He's saving the other nations of people too. Yo, spare them. Let me handle this.
Right.
And this is how the Most High shows his power. If you look at the scriptures from Genesis,
that's a fact.
He be showing his power by not only saving his people, but other people.
That's
you feel what I'm saying? Go
ahead. Verse 25. Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah that will make known unto the king the interpretation. The king answered and said unto Daniel, whose name was Belteshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof?
All right, hold on. So that's just as a note. You might get quizzed on it later, especially if you join in the camp. Like I'll be quizzing people at crazy times. I'm gonna let y'all know. Like, watch this. What a pocket theory mean? Yeah, see, he don't remember. Remember that? He don't remember, right? But now, so remember Daniel's name. This is just a small little note. It's something cool to know. Daniel's name in his this was Babylonian name, right? So Daniel's Babylonian name was, you could say,
Belteshazzar. And what's so cold about it is, as we read through these scriptures, you're gonna start to realize that people had a Hebrew name, but they also had a captivity name, right? So they had, you'll see people like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That's their Babylonian names, but they had Hebrew names, right? So amongst their people, they was known by their Hebrew names.
Con. So if we ever ask, what's Daniel's slave name, you should know what it is and where it's at. Yep. All right. The answer is, say it again. All right. Yep. Daniel's slave name is
Belteshazzar,
which is spelled Nebuchadnezzar.
No, that's Nebuchadnezzar.
No, my bad. Oh, I'm tripping.
It's in verse 26.
What am I looking at?
What I do?
BEL.
Yeah, there you go.
Belt. Start with that. We know what that is. Belt. ESHAZZAR.
Yep. And then put Daniel 2:26 beside that.
Right. That's his. So if we ever ask what was Daniel's slave name, we know.
And for the kids, if y'all don't know that, you can't get no pizza. All right. So
yeah. Oh, that means I gotta ask at the end. Con. All praises. So all right, we're gonna keep going now. Right. They writing. They were like, what is, I wish I had a camera. You should see these kids, y'all. Go ahead.
So verse 27.
Uh-huh.
Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king have demanded, cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, and the soothsayers show unto the king? But there is a God in heaven that revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these.
Now, so first thing Daniel does, this is player, I'm serious. Daniel could have went in there and just said, hey, my name is Daniel, here's your interpretation. Before he even started talking, what Daniel do? Hey, yo, I'm going to just let you know, your homeboys couldn't do this.
Yeah.
But there's a God in heaven who rules everything, and he the one doing this. I just had to let you know before I start. This is my little disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? Which is cold because I got to pull the precept. You know what precept I'm looking for? I thought you would know it. In all things, give honor to God. We got, before, you know, I'm about to butcher it. I'm about to butcher it bad, but he going to find it. I know he going to find it. But that's what Daniel did. Daniel gave all honor and glory unto the Most High. He just let them know, hey, your men of the world couldn't do this, but there's a God that I serve. He made this happen. Right? You got it already? All right, Con. Yeah, you good, you good. So, let's see. I'm going to keep reading. Verse 29, it says, as for these, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed. What should come to pass hereafter, and he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. But as for me, this secret is not revealed for me in any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thine heart. That's Daniel once again. He's saying this ain't got nothing to do with me. This ain't nothing that I had going on, right? He's giving it to the Most High. You got it? You found it?
Yes, sir.
Let's pull that precept real quick, just to show what Daniel was doing. This is biblical.
All right. Yep. So it's all throughout the scriptures, but the one that I pulled was Proverbs 3:6. Okay. And it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
So in everything we do, we got to acknowledge the Most High, because a lot of times, you know, we get, I'm that dude, like I could do, you know, I got this gift. And then we got to realize, bro, none of the gifts that we actually have, none of the things that makes us talented or something, it's because just like you have your talent, one talent, but you don't got the next man talent, right? Bro, the Most High could have gave what he gave you to somebody else. So you better be blessed that you got that. Whatever you got that makes you unique, you better thank the Lord for that, because you ain't do it.
Hey, and one more point on that too, right? The scripture says that time and chance happen to all men. So you could be the best basketball player ever, and we never heard about you.
That's a fact.
You got in a car, got into a car wreck, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, you could literally be sitting in your room like, man, ain't nobody gonna be able to touch me. I'm about to get this bag in about 2 years. All I gotta do is make it to the league, and you get shot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get pulled over by the cops and get shot or something. So it's like time and chance happen to all men.
That's right. So we are at 25.
Should be verse 29.
Oh, 29. Go ahead.
Yep, verse 29. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed, what should come to pass hereafter. And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. Right? So what did he just say? He just said, I don't know this because I'm smarter than everybody. I know this so that we can break this down for you right now and bring glory back to the Most High.
That's right.
All right, verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image was of fine gold, or this image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet, and were of iron and clay, and brake them into pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
All right, Con. So, note moment. All right, this is one of us again. It's a long class. I'm gonna try to get through it, but This is a statue, right? He said he saw a statue. It was very terrible. I mean, it was scary looking. It wasn't nothing that was cool to look at, right? The image's head was of fine gold. This is representing kingdoms. This statue is a vision of a statue, but this is representing kingdoms. All right, so the head of gold is Babylon. Write that down. Everybody should write that down. What you type in? You right. I could have figured that out. I was about to put KJV. I got you.
Yeah, we're gonna pull it up on the screen for
right
you.
Now.
Go to this one.
This one?
Yeah, that's the best one.
All right, y'all. We're gonna give y'all a visual aid real quick.
And while he bringing that up, I just want to say, you know, we read this story a lot. You know what I'm saying, when we were coming up, and we understood it from like the Sunday school perspective of, hey, this is history that happened to Daniel and the Israelites and things like that. How does that have any relevance to what's going on today? And that's what the brother is getting ready to show you. The statue that Daniel was prophesying about the kingdoms of the earth today. So
right.
3,000, 4,000 years ago, he probably breaking it down in intricate detail about kingdoms that will rule the earth now.
Come. So, all right. So the head of gold, we have to write this down because Brother Justin gonna be teaching this lesson next year. I ain't gonna do it. All right, come. The head of gold is Babylon. All right. The chest and the arms of silver is Medo-Persia. I don't know why I'm still looking at my notes. The chest and arms of silver is Medo-Persia. Now, why is this even important? This is prophecy, right? The Most High ain't just gonna say, hey, yo, one day Russia gonna drop this bomb called the such and such. Some of these concepts were on things that are heard of, so they is explained in certain ways or through visions or things like that, but it's important.
Correct.
Right? Because we reading these stories, like you said, we reading these stories and we like, yo, this don't make no sense. Even when you get the revelations, it's like, yo, this is cool to read this, but it don't. And then you realize this is talking about actual governments and how they're gonna be moving. It's just in an animated, it's written out in an animated form, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
Feel me? They ain't gonna say, oh, they're gonna pass this policy that's going to make this work. It's gonna say something else, but it's gonna be in an animated way. You feel what I mean?
Correct.
So the belly and thighs of bronze is Greece. All right. The legs of iron is Rome. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where you're going with that. Hold on, I got to think now. And the feet of iron and clay are those are future powers, right? I got to see what I got in my notes for that. In my notes, I had it down as divided kingdoms, right?
Yep.
So, go ahead. You got it.
Okay, so quick question for y'all. I want y'all to think about knowing Bible prophecy. If you hear Babylon, Persia, Greece, and Rome, what do we know about those nations?
This one ain't hard either, is it?
Nah. What do we know about those nations? So say again? Okay, the nations that the children of Israel were in captivity to. These are all the nations that the children of Israel was in captivity to. And at that time, these nations ruled the world. At the height of the Babylonian Empire, they were the Babylonian Empire. They took over like half the earth. The Roman Empire took over like, I can't remember the percentages, but they took over a large portion of the known world at the time in the ancient world. Same thing with the Greeks, same thing with the Persians. And then these future powers who was going to come was going to be built on the back of the Roman and the Greek Empire. So question, what nation spawns out of the after the end of the Roman and the Greek empires, what nation took over the world at that point? Or what group of nations took over the world at that point? The Europeans. And actually they carry the same banner of the Greeks, right? They bring their architecture, they bring their philosophy, they bring their religions into their kingdoms, right? And we went over this last time. You look on the back of your dollar bill, what you got? You got that eagle, right? So just some background information, not to hijack that part right
Oh,
there.
no. I was looking for my dollar bill so I can show. It's cool. He's trying to give us directions to the kingdom.
Yeah.
It's all good, cuz. Where we at with it? So this is the statue that we was reading about in Daniel 2
Verse 1 through the whole
31 through 35. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But 31 through 35 is what we just read on the statue. All right, so we're gonna continue on.
interpretation.
Yep, 36 through 45. Yep. And then we'll read through 49, bro, so we can get out of Daniel 2.
Yep. So now we're gonna Daniel 30 verse
31 through 35 is the statute. I think that's what he was asking.
Yep.
That's what covers the statute.
Yep. So chapter 2, 31 through 35 is the statute.
But from 1 through 35 is the whole entire vision and everything that played out. You know what I'm saying? From chapter 2, verse 1, right? Come.
All right. And I'm gonna start at verse 36.
Come.
This is the dream, and we will tell you the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art the king of kings, for the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom, power, and strength and glory.
That's crazy. Did you ever catch that in church that Israelite was calling somebody other than God the King of Kings?
Yeah.
He's just saying, hey, yo, you the highest king that the Lord has set up on the earth. He's not saying you the ruler. He's not saying that. He was the president of the United States at the time. Let's put it like that.
Right.
You feel me? The president of the United States is they call him the leader of the free world. You feel me?
Yeah.
Same thing, right? Go ahead.
And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven have given into thine hand, and have made thee ruler over them all. Mm-hmm. Thou art this head of gold. And that's why it says Babylon beside the head of gold.
Okay.
And
so what captivity? Don't blurt it out. What captivity was Daniel in? The Babylonian captivity. Yep. All right. It's obvious, but we just want to remember like, when we start doing history.
That's a good question.
I always thought that when I was reading this story. It's like, but I guess it's starting from that point until
the children of Israel was an official nation, maybe. I don't know. Or after the commandments, I don't know.
Only reason I feel like he's not up there is because he didn't give him no kingdom before him. So I think he was giving him a vision from him on. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I guess that's why it just started with him probably. But I always had that question though.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Because Egypt was a world superpower. And if Daniel was talking to Pharaoh at the time, he would have said the same thing. Exactly. You are the king of kings. He was the top guy. You feel me? He ruled everything. Matter of fact, how do we end up in Egypt? Because of what though? What got us there? It was a famine, right? The famine got us. You're right. That was like but Egypt had the food.
Yep.
And then Joseph, another Israelite in captivity, got them out of that situation. The Bible just talks about us doing this over and over and over and saving a couple of them people while we saving ourselves. What the Most High is saving us. Let's put it like that.
That's a fact.
Right. So let's keep going.
Okay. Verse 39.
Yep.
And after thee shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. Mm-hmm. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. Mm-hmm. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. But there shall not be in it the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of the iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Mm-hmm. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as the iron is not mixed with the clay.
You got something on that?
Yeah, one quick note, right? I'm reading this, and I ain't never thought about this till right now. I'm reading this. That boy Daniel had a dream, or the Most High gave Daniel a vision and gave him the confidence to go tell the king, yo, this is what your dream was. I know what your dream was, and I know the breakdown for your dream. And he could have been wrong, but he trusted what the Most High told him. Right? Sometimes the Most High tell you something and you don't trust it, and you kind of walk with a shaky hand, and then you show up and it's like, didn't I tell you that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Didn't I tell you to move like this? And you kind of coming in not sure, like the scripture says, being not double-minded, but being tossed to and fro, like you're not sure on what the Most High told you. But Daniel was sure, and he showed up, and he actually told the dude who was gonna kill him. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, take me to the king, man. I'm gonna settle all this. Take me up there."
Right.
So I just thought that was cool. But go ahead.
And it's funny how the Lord just uses. We be in captivity. It be two captivities. We be in captivity, our people, and we be in jail. Yeah. And then somebody have a dream, and that gets us out of jail. Ain't that funny? That is. Like, that's hilarious. Like, it's like, yo, that's crazy. He take us out of the lowest of the lowest of the low, and it makes the highest person be at the humblest position because he don't even know what his dream means. And then he got to let you out now, brother. The Most High don't do stuff like he do it for no reason. You know what I mean? But let's keep going. We're gonna go to 46.
Come on, where did I stop at?
We was at 44.
Yeah, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. Mm-hmm. Gotta go over that. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
So the kingdom shall not, okay. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall be never be destroyed. Mm-hmm. Who has a precept for that? You want to go back to that? Yeah, go ahead. You got to hit them 3 buttons. Sometimes they don't work.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, there you go. And share this tab instead. Okay. Right there.
I ain't even know that.
Yeah. It's for them clean cuts. Slovakia. Where we at? I just got to read it again. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. What is Daniel talking about right there? Anybody can answer. Kakari be looking at me like, bro, I know the answer, and I know you know I know, but I'll be trying to hold it every time.
You have to ask the question again now.
Okay. So it says, and in the days of the kings, of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. What is Daniel talking about?
Well, he's asking what is Daniel saying in verse 44 right there?
You gonna get it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get new ones. There we go. That's the kingdom now.
Isaiah 9:7. He got a precept.
Okay, you can turn it down. You just match the numbers and cut it down. Oh, you got to pull the precept. We got people that don't know these precepts.
That's Genesis 49 and verse 10. Yep, Daniel 7.
Daniel's 18. Yep. I'm about to say, hold up.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, they pulling.
I got to see what 13 mean now.
Yeah, they pulling precepts, so we got to get them. So he said the first precept was Isaiah 9:7.
Matter of fact, give him the mic and let him read it. Yeah, we do that here, brother. And you about to prospect a rap. You about to be reading. Get a brother the mic. He got to pull the precept. He got to read it. And see, I'm sorry, y'all. We on the YouTube. I know y'all trying to take notes, but we got a crowd in here, so we gotta make sure everybody is locked in the building. That's why y'all have to make the trips to these feast days. Make the trip to these feast days so you could be in the building. All right. Call it and read it, King. The precept you had.
All right.
And if you want to get another mic, get another one so we can have one on both sides.
So Isaiah 9, verse 7. Of the increase of his government and the peace there shall be no end. Upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and establish it with judgment and with justice of henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
That's a good precept. Yeah, that's an excellent precept. Right? So he pulled a precept that said of their kingdom will be no end. right? So that's the same thing we read in Daniel 2:44, where it says, in those days shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, right? So if y'all need that precept, write that beside verse 44, right?
Hey, shalom 2 times, Keziah. Hey, you got to hit me. I got a new number, but I've been meaning to call you for days, months, really. All right. Put your precept, King. Yep. Because we're going over Daniel 2:44, where it says, and in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom that which shall never be destroyed. So we're getting precepts to prove that that's a biblical concept. Daniel won't just saying this. Right. All right. Pull it, King. What's your precept you got?
All right. The verse is Genesis 49 and chapter 49, verse 10.
Okay.
And the verse says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Come on, man. What is a scepter? Anybody got an idea? What's a scepter?
It's like, what is it? It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a thing that the king holds, basically. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like I don't know, I ain't gonna say a ruler, but it's like something they direct with. It's like shows they power or something. I don't know.
They talk about it in the story of Esther. He like holds it out to yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. All right, cool. So let's continue on. But one thing I want to say, it says, in the days of these kings. One more precept out there? Oh, Daniel. That's right. Daniel 7:18.
I'm gonna get that one real quick. Right. Daniel 7:18. And it says, Salakia. All right, Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Right.
Right. So once again, now question: why is Daniel even randomly saying this? In the days of these kings shall God set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed? Because he just got done talking about a statue of king that represents all these different kingdoms that's all going to be destroyed. So then he says, but in the same time period, the Most High going to set up his kingdom and it will never be destroyed. So it's important to see that.
That's right. Let's get that last verse, 45.
Verse 45.
No, we got to get through 46.
Okay, all right, I'm going to read 44 all the way through and then go into 46. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Mm-hmm. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great God have made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure.
This dude said, hey, yo, you can put your last shekel of gold on this, Nebuchadnezzar. This is happening. You know what I mean? He said, yo, this joint is, do you know how, yo, once again, I know this might seem trivial, like, why are we talking? Just imagine you have a dream and you know that it won't just something that just happened when you were asleep or something. You know, like, you feel me? How many dreams have y'all had? Y'all woke up and like, I know that's happening. Tomorrow, that's happening. It ain't, you did? Well, women be on that type of time. Women be on that type of time. I ain't never gonna deny that one. But me, I'd be like, bro, what in the world am I dreaming about? I'd be like, yeah. So do you know how much faith in the Most High and how real that dream had to be it went past all his, human capabilities. Be like, nah, that couldn't happen. He was like, nah, that's happening. And he told the king, like, this gonna happen. This, hey, put your bottom dollar on it. All right, let's read what happens. What's the last verse? Go ahead, sis. No, go ahead. Who got the mic?
Microphone, please.
No, we just reading the end. That's it. Go ahead. No, so what you got to say?
It was just another verse. I was thinking Deuteronomy 28, verse 1.
All right, bring it out.
Y'all let me know if this one goes. I think it do, but it says, and it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Yeah. Because he's saying, hey, bro, in the days of all these kings, all these other nations gonna get broke down, but this kingdom is gonna be forever. So he's gonna, you feel me? But it's once again showing the prerequisite for all of that. We got to keep the commandments. Yeah. Right.
And that you're gonna be set above all the other nations.
Right. Hey, did you know that, my man? Did you know that? Did you know that the reason why all people are in the predicament we in, like, you know, you go to any hood, you go to here, we go to High Point, we go to Maryland, we go to Cali. If you go to where we live, it look the same. It's just a different store, different street name, but it's the same condition. Did you know it's all correlated to us not keeping the commandments? Right? So that's what the sister was saying. You know what I'm saying? I only asking you that because you knew. I know you with him, so I know y'all be talking. But I be having to know, so I don't have to explain nothing else. You feel me? All right, so boom. Let's read the last verse, and we're going to go to Daniel 8.
Verse 46. Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshiped Daniel and commanded that they should offer an oblation and sweet odors unto him. We got to read the next one.
Go ahead.
The king answered unto Daniel and said, of a truth it is that your God is a God of gods and a Lord of kings and a revealer of secrets, seeing thou couldst reveal this secret.
Ain't that what Daniel said? Daniel said that when he wasn't even in front of the king yet. He said, yo, he sets up kings, he removes kings, he's a revealer of secrets. He said that when he was by himself. Yep. And so that's how you know, like, Nebuchadnezzar saw the power of the Lord. He was like, oh, he reveals, Daniel ain't said that in front of him. You know what I mean? But we're going to keep going to 49.
All right, verse 48. Then the king made Daniel a great man and gave him many great gifts and made him ruler over a whole province of Babylon and chief of the governors over all the wise men of Babylon. Then Daniel requested of the king, and he set Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. But Daniel sat in the gate of the king.
Now, teachable moment. Teachable moment. Daniel is an Israelite, correct? Was Nebuchadnezzar an Israelite? No. Daniel, according to the Bible, regardless if he's the king, in the eyes of God, who is above who? Who's above who? Daniel is above it. The Israelites above everybody. But on earth right now, who's above who? Nebuchadnezzar is above Daniel, right? He's in captivity to Nebuchadnezzar, right? Did Daniel go in there cussing the king out and call him a heathen and say, you gonna get chopped, your head gonna get chopped off, and you gonna be this, that, and the third? Did he say that? But he's an Israelite, right? Does Daniel know that? That's gonna go over a lot of people's head. Did Daniel cuss this man out, say anything, all the prophecies that he can pull that tells us the end of these people? Did he do any of that? And they say he was a wise man. I'm just saying.
You guys speak it to the mic.
It's all good. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was wise, because if you're not wise, he would chop your head off.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact, right? So,
but yeah,
that's a fact. So we in captivity now, right? Let's keep it a buck. We know if we on any street corner, we on a street corner teaching, and somebody say the right thing and they come up shooting, we know there is a very, very, very great chance that nobody's going to prison. Officer, if they come up shooting. Oh my Lord. Take over, brother.
Yeah, so to finish that point, we have to be wise the same way Daniel was wise, right? So if a police officer show up and you know what I'm saying, he asks you to get out your car, man, brother, you can't do that. You have no right to, you know what I'm saying? How many of those videos we done seen? Like, I'm not giving you my license. What you need my license for? White people can get away with that a lot of times. Black people not getting away with that, right? You can't have a lollipop in front of a police officer, right? So these are the things that we try to remind our people, like, we still got to move in wisdom. And I think a lot of the times in the community, we get this knowledge and we get these precepts and we weaponize it and we start bashing people over the head with it. It's like, bro, that's not wisdom. Because you go to work doing that, you're going to get terminated and you're going to be looking for a job. You see what I'm saying? So show up and do your job and do it well, like Daniel did it. Right. And he never said move like that. You know what I'm saying? Because more wisdom is going to come from you being crafty and being subtle and using your wisdom to bring the Most High to glory. Joseph did that. Abraham did that. Everybody in the scriptures did that. All right.
And that's all I was trying to prove. That's the point right there. That's the point. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's go. Now, let's move on. There was a lot of teachable moments in there. Let's move on. Let's go to Daniel chapter 8. We're going to try to get through this. I told you, just tell me, like, hey, we don't need this part. And then tell me where to go. Because this lesson is one of the longest lessons of all time. But that's all right, because once brothers become soldiers and stuff, we get this room filled up to capacity. I'm going to be like Priest Zabak, I heard used to be. Y'all ain't going to eat till tomorrow. I'm going to teach for so long. Period. Yeah. All right, let's go into the prophecy then. Let's go into First Maccabees. We're going to go straight into it. We ain't going to break down the ram's horn, the notable horn, and all that. Have you heard that breakdown yet? Okay, so that's something we just need to do.
Yeah, we'll post it up.
Oh. All right. I got you. Well, all right, so let's go to First Maccabees real quick.
Con. Let me know where you want me to start. I would like to start at verse 1.
I think we need to.
Okay, Con. All right, so we're gonna do First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1. I'm gonna bring it up on the screen for y'all who don't have the Apocrypha with you. All right, there we go. All right, so y'all say "con" when you get there. I just want to make sure everybody got an apocrypha. Everybody can follow along. All right, it's gonna switch on the screen here in a second. There you go.
Oh.
Okay, and then you'll just have to scroll the screen.
I got you.
All right, so this is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece.
All right, so this Alexander that we talking about, have y'all ever heard of Alexander the Great? Everybody has in school. This is a biblical historical account of this man. He was a real man in real history that ran on the earth, and he ain't play either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to leave it at that. Go ahead.
All right. And he made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. And he went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
All right, now we're seeing the beginning of the prophecy. If y'all ain't caught it yet, you're seeing the beginning of the prophecy happen. Remember the statue. Remember, these statues are different kingdoms. All right, it's to the right of that. Yep, it's up there. Yep, share this tab. All right.
Look at that, Persia and the Greeks.
Right there, exactly. Now in Daniel 8, we'll go over the horn and all that stuff, and they'll tie into what we talking about right now. But remember, the prophecy was about this statue and what was going to happen with this statue. We're starting to see this happen now, right? We're starting to see this happen. This come to pass. The prophecy come to pass, right? All right, let's keep going.
That's right. And if you pay attention to that statue, it says Persians are the chest of silver, and right below that is Greece.
Yep.
And that's the exact timeline we reading about in the book of Maccabees, right? Because Alexander, the king of Greece, destroyed the Persians. All right, so everybody following that.
And where was we at during that time? Now, when this when this prophecy was prophesied,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We was in Babylon, right?
Yeah.
Where was we at in this time we reading in First Maccabees? Where were we then?
Anybody know?
He asked what the similarities was with all these. That was the answer. Nah,
he's saying, what was our status?
What was our status during this time?
Was we free? In captivity.
All right, where? We was in captivity under all of these people. So now we reading about the Persian and Medes and Greece. This is the Greek captivity.
Yep.
This is the Greek captivity.
This is the Greek captivity.
So this is actually happening in real time now.
Yeah, and this is so what we're reading right now is the children of Israel live in Jerusalem, and the Greeks getting ready to come in. That's literally the story we're about to read on how they came in and how they brought their culture and gave you their culture.
All right. The Hellenistic period is what we're about to start talking about. Matter of fact, let's write that word down.
Yeah.
Hellenistic.
And that's Hellen istic.
Now I'm gonna ask a question before we move on. What does Hellenistic mean, or what does it mean to be Hellenized? Because he just said something that made me remember the point. Right? What does it mean? Give me a second. I'm gonna let you answer. I'm just hoping. In a sense, there's more to that. It's a little deeper. A little deeper. Yep.
It's basically when like you're forced, like basically with your life on the line to either conform to them or die.
Talking to the mic, can't hear you.
Yeah, it's basically when you're forced to conform to them or die.
Okay.
Obey by those laws or die.
Right. All right. So it's gonna come up on the YouTube in just a second. All right, bet. All right. Another teachable point, because one thing that our Christian brothers and sisters, we love them so much, right? But one thing they don't understand is there was a period where, once, like the brother Kakari was saying, we were forced to conform to other people's religions under the threat of death. I mean, we don't even got to go through death. Gentrification is like an example I kind of want to use, but I don't know if that's a good example to use. You know what I'm saying? You know how the neighborhood look, and then it gets gentrified. It look like something else. And now we going to Starbucks. You know, all that stuff happened. Greek fraternities, all of these different things. So we're going to read this. It says, Hellenization is the spread of ancient Greek culture, language, religion, and ideas to non-Greek people. So we are reading about the Greek captivity and what happened to us in the Greek captivity. There were certain things that we did not do before we started mixing with certain people.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There were certain brothers and sisters be eating their steaks with blood in it. They met a certain people and started doing that. I'm convinced. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that we just did not do, and then we get with certain people and we start to conform, or assimilate is the word. Assimilate. That's what being Hellenized means. All right. Why do we need to know this though? Because we're supposed to be teaching our people the way we've been Hellenized today. Like the correlation between how we were Hellenized then and how we were Hellenized today, right?
And I got a precept to go with that, what he just said.
What you got?
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9.
Yep. I got it right here.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. And let's read this verse and let's see if he's saying be Hellenized and be like the world, or is he saying something else, right?
This book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. It reads, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Keep reading.
Which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of God, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
Okay, so you are a holy nation. Holy means set apart. You're supposed to be different. You're supposed to be peculiar. So, and we know that Romans says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? So the scripture is constantly saying the same thing. Don't conform to what the world doing. So how can Hellenization even be on the table? That don't even make sense. Yeah, right there. If you just know them two precepts, that don't make sense.
Yep. So we are at verse 2. Let's just start at verse 1 just to get it back. We'll keep going.
Yep. Verse 1. First Maccabees 1 and 1. And it happened that after Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece, and made many wars won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth, and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
All right, Khan. Now I'm gonna let you answer it. I'll be letting Kakar answer everything. Who are these servants? Oh. Who are these servants? I got you. So verse 6, it said, wherefore he, now this talking about Alexander the Greek. He's, when we say Greek, same person. Alexander the Greek he's getting sick. He was a freaky man. He was doing stuff with kids and all sorts of stuff. This is real life. He caught diseases and now he's about to die. Yeah. Right. So this is showing the account. And now he's called his servants. Verse 6, wherefore he called his servants such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. What is this? His servants? What is that group called? See, this is what we're gonna start doing so we can, because I need it too. We're gonna start asking questions. We're gonna remember this stuff.
You got your notes from last year. We went over this last year.
Definitely. That's what popped up in my mind. We had a whole symbol and everything. You had pulled up. Matter of fact. I don't know you.
If we read down to verse 9, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm going all the way to.
Well, I thought it said it, but I wrote it.
we nothing. Kakari, you know? Yeah, the group. As a group, what were they called? It's cool. You don't remember? All right, Khan. The Diadochi.
Diadochi. He gonna pull it up.
Yep. Oh, my bad. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now. Bong. Maybe I need to put this in light so people can see it. We about to pull it up real quick. The Diadochi. This is legit like history. This ain't nothing I put Bible version. You put up Diadochi, it's about to tell you about the same people
that we just read about.
You did? Oh, okay, Khan. All right, so it says the Diadochi were rival generals, families, and friends. Were rival generals, families, and friends of Alexander the Great, who fought for control of his empire after his death. All right, in 323 BC. All right, watch this. The wars of the Diadochi marked the beginning of what?
The Hellenistic period.
Hellenistic period. From the Mediterranean Sea to the Indus River Valley. And we're going to read about these people, but the most notable Diadochi include, you ain't looking at the screen yet. You know one? You know one of the people's name? Go ahead, give me one. Antiochus. It's all good. God. We will keep reading. So, but it says the most notable Diadochi include Ptolemy, Antiochus, Cassander, and Seleucus. All right, we're gonna read about them. Let's keep going.
All right. Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule, every one in his own place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
So when these people took over, it was already wicked under Alexander the Greek freak. It was already wicked. When these dudes took over, it said wickedness multiplied. They got worse. Right? So let's continue on.
Verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days there went out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Hey, these are the coons of the people.
Yep.
Right? These are the people we have to get away from. These are the ones who, hey, man, if we just go along with the program, there may be, but we know we getting, I can't use the word I want to use. We're getting defecated on. Let's put it like that, lack of a better word. We getting defecated on. We getting trampled under everybody's foot. And you know what? To keep the peace, you got some of our people. You got some of us who like, man, forget all of that. Bro, we'll knock all this stuff over. We'll burn this whole city. Right. And then you got, until they treat us right, or until we get what we supposed to get, until we get reparations or something, then you got some that be like, nah, if we just keep the peace, you know, let's just take what they give us. These are those people. Yeah. Wicked people from among our own people telling us to assimilate with the gentrification, assimilate with the Hellenizing or Hellenization, so life can be better. Oh, and now I keep making teachable points because I want to tie this in. Nothing is new under the sun. Y'all boys, tell me when it says, and they came wicked men out of no. In those days went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Where can I find that same thing happening somewhere else? Where they're saying, hey, man, let's go back, because now it's bad. It's the same thing happening over and over. When we left Egypt, they like, bro, let us go back, bro. Yeah. It's a Greek thing. We ain't
even got there yet. We're going to show you that.
Yeah. It made me think about it every time you see one of them stadiums. It's like, damn, man, we supposed to be up in there, bro.
Yeah, it's literally Greek.
Especially watching the Cowboys. It's like, oh, we supposed to be in there. Let me stop. All right, let's continue on.
All right, verse 12. Mm-hmm. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen.
Now, does that mean, Brother Morgan, does that mean, he built a place of exercise? Now, this brother, he be boxing. This brother be working out. Hey, you know what this means for you? You can no longer go to the gym. It's a heathen custom. You can't do it. It's over. There's no more push-ups for thou. All right, no more boxing. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that what that means? So what it said, according to the custom of the heathen. We have to read these scriptures and understand what's being said. The place of exercise was not the issue. We had mighty men who was slaying thousands of thousands. They was Samson. Like, they was up there looking like Reuben Studdard, slaying thousands of thousands. Or was these men in shape? You know what I'm saying? So that's not the problem. It was according to the customs of the heathen. And we have to go into the history of what they was doing in this time. You feel what I'm saying? But let's keep going. We'll go into that.
God. So they built places of exercises at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. Salakia. When it says they made themselves uncircumcised, obviously they can't go back and uncircumcise themselves, right? So this is spiritually and mentally they were uncircumcised. They were living as the heathen. Whatever the heathen was doing, whatever they was eating, whatever gods they was worshiping, that's what I'm doing, right?
And remember, the circumcision is a sign of the covenant.
Correct.
So they made themselves uncircumcised because they did what? They broke the covenant. They was breaking the covenant. You made yourself. It doesn't matter that the foreskin was a signal of this is the agreement we're making between us and the Most High God. Right. You feel me? But you, once again, to this point, you can't put that back. So the only way you could be uncircumcised is breaking that covenant. Right. But bring it out. And the mic. Yup. We need it.
Deuteronomy 10 and 16. Talking about actually being circumcised, like of your heart.
Hey, man, the kids is bringing out all the precepts, man. Y'all brothers should be ashamed. The ones that's not here. Hey, yeah, bro. The brothers on point, man. All praise. All right, what we got? Deuteronomy what?
10 and 16.
All right, bring it out, Kay.
All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 16.
Mhm.
It says, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart and be no more stiff-necked.
Cut.
Yeah,
It's a cut.
that's it.
You got to put that. We got to put that.
Yeah, everybody should have, beside verse 15, Deuteronomy 10 and 16.
Okay, you just let me know.
Yep. Chapter 10, verse 16, Deuteronomy.
All right, so after let me look at my notes so I can follow you. We just read 15. Yeah, 41. Yep.
Khan. So now we're back in First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Now, real quick, we were correlating now to then. He made a rule that everybody become one people. They leave their laws, their heritage, and do one thing. America's called the melting pot for a reason. Everybody comes here and does what Americans do. This is why you have people from East India taking the hijabs off, and they twerking somewhere because they have become Hellenized. That's what happened.
And that's also what they mean when they say, when in Rome,
do as the Romans
do
do.
as the Romans do.
Right.
Verse 43. And it says, yea, many also of the Israelites consented to this religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land. And they forbid burnt offerings, sacrifices, and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars, groves, and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
Can we repeat that? Because that's because we're talking about the rededication of the temples. Now we're talking about the temple right now. Yeah. This should, and I know you knew, but as an Israelite, this should make you mad. So I'm gonna explain it in layman's terms, right? You from here? Around here? You from Winston? Your family from there too? I bet. So like, let's say like grandma house. I don't know who's important to you in your life, but let's say grandma house. You know what I'm saying? This is the spot where the whole family kick it at. Certain things don't happen at grandma house. You might do your little thing. You feel me? You can't go in the front room. The little spot with the plastic on it, stay away from over there. If you and the cousins gonna take that walk, you better take that walk because it's not gonna be on grandma premises. Certain things just don't happen, right? Now, let's reread all of this, and I want you to read what happened at grandma house because it should make you mad. I'm gonna keep it real. It made me mad a little bit. Go ahead, reread all of that.
Verse 44. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifices and drink offerings in the temple.
So your grandma cannot praise the Lord no more. That hymnal that she kept on that little piano in the front room that she opened up to page 337, she can't do that no more. That little oil she had in the crib that she used to maybe pour on y'all when y'all sick. Grandma can't do that no more. Grandma can't wear them dresses that grandma used to wear. You feel me? The big old hat grandma used to wear to church. She can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, the things that we know from our culture, you know what I'm saying? That our grandparents used to do, they can't do that. That's what's happening right now. Right? Go ahead.
And that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
Grandma don't go to church no more. What can be profane? Whatever y'all don't do, whatever. Like, it was 2025, but in church, you wasn't walking around switching at church. You weren't doing that. That wasn't a thing that was happening. Now, and it's happening now in this book, in this story. We just put it like that. They're allowing anything at your grandma church now, I guess. Go ahead. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
She said you need the mic.
I was just gonna say, I think it's crazy because I think a lot of the older people kept the young people intact with everything, like the ushers and stuff.
Yep.
They'll pull you to the back, pin your skirt, whatever, But a lot of people's not doing that no more.
That's a fact, dog. Not really. Let's say,
Third degree, yeah. Remember them ushers, boy?
Bro, on 4th Sunday, you had the youth ushers.
Yeah.
That lady used to have that napkin on the top of her head with that little bobby pin that kept it there. Don't play with her. My grandma had one of them napkins. We used to use it as a coaster.
Yeah, them ushers. Hey, but that's going to exactly what you're saying. Those ushers represented the opposite of what we're seeing here in the story, because if you was laughing in church or something like that, they're, hey, look, nope, you go over there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they keep in order. And what we're reading is those same people turn their back on the culture, and now they the ones, you ain't got to do that no more.
Sound familiar,
the Greeks said we could do it like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
Yeah, Con. This story good, man, when you really think about it. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Verse 46. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
Hey, now that's the thing, that whatever the grandma rules was, somebody outside of y'all family made a new rule to say y'all can do it, and one of your cousins like, hey, bro, we can do this now. You know good and well. You saw your face? Exactly. Right. Like, you tripping. You wilding, but it was happening, and people started, the other cousins, the second and third cousins, they started being like, hey, we can do that. Like, we're going to start doing this and then the third. This is what's happening. Go ahead.
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Grandma didn't really do Halloween. Some people, grandparents, you couldn't listen to certain music on Sunday. Want no Halloween going on. Whatever your grandma kept sacred, they just said she has to do the opposite at her house. Go ahead.
That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Go ahead.
To the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Now, the law to us was our heritage.
Right.
Our heritage is a way of life. Chinese people, they have heritage. They have things that they do that's so much different than ours. We don't even know, but that's their way of life. East Indian people got it. Everybody got it. The law was there for us. The law taught about the food we ate and didn't eat. The law taught about the clothes we wore that didn't wear. The law taught about the celebrations we had and didn't have. How we took care of our families, the monetary system. Go ahead. How we took care of poor people. All the way down to that. Go ahead.
I just thought about something funny.
Yep.
It makes sense why the Americans would take a piece of everybody's culture, because remember, they sold their birthright already.
They got to use everybody else's. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
quick precept.
Good.
Because you said that the law is our heritage, so we got to prove it. Sirach, 17 and 11. Sirach 17 and 11. I'm just read it if y'all want to write that beside verse 49. But it says, besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for a heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
So if you everybody, bro, we teach on the street. We used to teach on the street every Saturday.
Yes. So the law is our heritage. So that's Sirach chapter 17, verse 11.
Right. And when we teach on the street, we try to use this as a teaching point. We were like, what's our heritage? What's our culture? You wouldn't believe some of the things we've heard in person, live, on video. And they knew the camera was rolling and still said it. So we asked the question, fried chicken has been our answer. Break dancing and hip hop has been our answer. Watermelon. These are legit answers we've had when we asking these questions. Like, you feel me? What's your culture? Watermelon. Because they don't know what culture is. They just know that's something we do. That's a difference, though. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have said hypertension. What's your culture? High blood pressure. Like, you feel me? Like, a culture is deeper than the things. You said this one time. He wrote a whole book about this stuff. You got to repeat it. You said it a certain way. The difference between culture and
So I would just say that culture is the embodiment of all the manifestations that you create, right? So you might create clothing, you might create music, you might create food, but it's also how other people look at you. Like when you look at Chinese culture, what do you think? Like, what are some of the main things that point out? Discipline. right? We talking about kung fu. We talking about like it's characteristics that jump out at you when you look at certain cultures. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? At that age right there, they know the formations. They know they holding a pot of rice. You know what I mean? Doing the crazy stuff.
Good point.
Yeah.
She just made me think about this. Little Ching Chong and Ding Dong be up there ringing everything up. They do. Yeah. Do they ever be eating the fried chicken and stuff? What they be eating? They be eating broth and all the stuff they be eating.
They be eating good.
That shows you the difference between what they doing and culture. That's the example right there.
Yeah. And that's a good point. I'm gonna let you say that's a good point. So when we lived in Japan, right, they had a Chinese place off base. Mm-hmm. That Chinese place didn't have what your Chinese place got. What your Chinese place got is the MSG rice, right? The chicken with the sauce. The sauce is so much sauce in the thing. If you got a hole in that, the bag gonna be filled with sauce.
Yeah, facts.
That Chinese place wasn't like that, bro. They had regular Chinese food. They had like lo mein noodles, vegetables, stuff like that. That's it.
You know what I mean? What you got? Make it appeal to that crowd.
Hey, give him the mic.
Oh yeah, we're tripping. Where the mic at?
Right here. Yep.
Turn it on the bottom. Turn it on the bottom. Repeat what you said, because nobody heard you.
Yeah, so I work with a Mexican guy, and before I started that, I was just saying like they cater to us with their food, so they try to put certain things, you know what I'm saying, they think that we like. So, but I work with a Mexican guy. He was telling me like they don't eat hard shell tacos. That's not really a real Mexican thing.
Yeah, they eat the corn tacos. Yeah, they call
like, that's crazy.
Hey, in some places they call them gringo tacos, because the gringo is like a Hispanic person that's not really tapped in with the culture like that, and it'll be on the menu, and you'll be like, "Yo, let me get that." That's about to be smacking, and meanwhile, it's an undercut. It's like that's not the real thing. Yeah, that's a fact.
And just to go to your point about like they be giving us the fried chicken and all that, which you do be good. I ain't gonna hold you, but they put it in like the little urban areas, like by the laundromat, the hair store, the Family Dollar, the Dollar General, like I guess to cater to us. Yeah. But they don't be eating that stuff, like you said.
The Dollar General is right there, and there's a Chinese store right beside it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the difference. We want to see a example of how people can separate the world from their culture. Go to the Chinese restaurant. I be cooking. When I cater and I get hungry, guess what I do? Eat what I've been cooking. I eat what's there. Right. Why don't they do that? They got a restaurant full of food. Eating other stuff. Always in the hood. Eating regular stuff while we eat. So my thing is this. That shows you the difference. That's what they feeding us is not part of their culture. That's not part of what they do. Now, let's move on to the word heritage. Heritage gives a different connotation. What is heritage? Go ahead. Give me that mic. Okay.
Which one is it?
Just paraphrase if you can.
Talking about as far as like, I lost the whole thing now.
Be not conformed.
As far as not keeping the law, being uncircumcision, and it's in Romans, man. Oh my God, I thought I saved it. I really thought I saved it.
We're gonna find
it's talking about uncircumcision, by not keeping the law.
Yeah, we're going to find it.
I'll look for it.
And I just saw the word. I swear. Hold on. If I can't find it,
I know. Chapter 2, at the end of chapter 2, right? It says, "But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, and not in the letter. Who praises not of man, but of God." Actually, this is a better one.
26.
Yeah, 26 and 27. Yeah. Okay. So let's get that. That's Romans 2:26. Therefore, if the uncircumcision keep the righteousness of the law, shall not his uncircumcision be counted for circumcision? And shall not uncircumcision, which is by nature, if it fulfill the law, judge thee, who by the letter and circumcision does not transgress the law? So, super technical way of saying you keeping the law is really what determines whether your spirit is circumcised, right? That's a super technical way of saying that. I don't know if that's the exact verse he was looking for, though.
Nah, it wasn't. But I promise you, I'm gonna find it when I find it. Might
yeah, I can't stand when that happens,
I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, as soon as you find it, just say Salaki. We'll pull it up.
God, all praises. God. All right, so let's continue on because we still got a little bit more to go over. But this story just got a lot of good points. So once again, we're giving the analogy showing how a grandma house versus the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. I think we have verse.
We got one more.
49.
Yeah, 49. Yep. To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die.
Gone. So if you don't do what the king said, he said the Jews gonna die. Hellenization under the penalty of death. Right? So now let's continue on because we're gonna finish this story out. We just read through what 50? Let's read 54.
Verse 54. Now the 15th day of the month Caslu, in the 145th year, they set up an abomination of desolation upon the altar and builded idol altars throughout the cities of Judah on every side, and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burned them with fire.
All right, so in the month Caslu, which is a Hebrew month, we don't do January, February, all that. There's other stuff to know, but 12th month, right? 10th month, because it's 12th month right now. 10th month in the Hebrew calendar said they set up an abomination of desolation upon the altar. So wherever that sacred part of your grandma's house was, bro, like we all had one, I believe. Wherever she kept that big old Bible at, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you couldn't touch, they set up whatever was detestable and put it there. This at your grandma's house. You got something? Go ahead. What you got?
So what you just said about the talking about the big book, they said that they burnt it, and this reminded me of something that we were talking about this week. So we were basically talking about how when someone has something and you burn it, it's extremely disrespectful to do that because it basically turns it into nothing. So that's basically like taking something that's a lot of spiritual energy and just kind of doing away with it. That's basically what that is.
Yeah. Myron go to me saying how fire is a spiritual energy. You know what I'm saying? But that could be. But fire can't be weighed. It can't be handled like that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, where it come from? That's the question. So it could be. But so let's keep going. All right. So now they don't set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar. Go ahead.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law which they found, they burned them with fire.
So your grandma's documents, sacred documents, family documents, forget sacred, family documents passed down from generation to generation that got passed to her. They just ripped all your family documents up that can trace you to the slave trade or whatever. Just imagine they just did that. Go ahead.
And wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was they should put him to death. Thus did they by the authority of the Israelites by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the cities.
So this happened to all Israelites for as many they could find, right? So now let's go to chapter 2 because we're gonna try to get through the rest of this story. We're gonna read just a little bit about Mattathias, and then we're gonna go into Judas Maccabees, bro, and get what happened with it. So now, at this point of the story, the prophecy has now come into pass. We're in a captivity now. We're getting Hellenized. All right, now our temple, the holy temple of God, is being defiled. Now we're about to read what happened, which brings us to why this whole celebration, Hanukkah, is even a thing. Right? Go ahead.
What were you going to
Let's go to First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 1.
Okay, so we're gonna jump down to chapter 2. Verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the son of Joarib from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin. And he had 5 sons, Johanan called Caddis, Simon called Thassi, and once again, now we read in their captivity names, right? Their slave names. Judas, who was called Maccabeus, Eleazar called Avaran, and Jonathan, whose surname was Aphis. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem, he said, woe is me. Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the hand of strangers.
So he like, man, why I got to see the day when my grandma's house got taken over by these daggone people. That's pretty much what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And it got given into these people we don't even know. These ain't even our family members. Like, who is these people? At my grandma's house. You feel me? Go ahead.
Her temple is become as a man without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils?
To the point the brother brought out earlier, we've been in captivity under all these people. He said, what nation hasn't robbed us, raped us, killed us? What nation hasn't done it? And then to this day, if you think about it, what nation has not? Before the transatlantic slave trade, people don't even know we was in the sub-Saharan slave trade under Arabs. But we want to be talking about alhamdulillah all the time, looking crazy. We can't even spell that, but we want to be saying all that. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Oh, no, we're actually going to skip over. All right, so let's go to verse 19.
Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away, everyone from their religion of their fathers.
18.
Okay, Khan. Verse 18. Now, therefore, come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment, like as all the heathen have done, yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou and thy house be in number of the king's friends. And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
Hey, Mattathias and his sons didn't play. So now the people who cooning and the people who represent the king is like, hey, yo, come just do what we doing, and we're going to make you good people. We're gonna give you a spot in the White House. We're going to give you a spot in the mayor's seat somewhere. Whatever it is that could get you some notoriety in the area, we're going to give you that. Just do what we doing. Right? But what happened?
Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away, every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
Hey, man, so he's like, hey, they might do that, but for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. You can forget it. You can kill us. Go ahead.
Yep.
All praises.
That's
all praises. All right, so let's skip. We just get in the story. They trying to get him to coon out. He ain't doing it. Verse 27.
Verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me. So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all they ever had in the city. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness to dwell there, both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because afflictions increased sore upon them. Now, when it was told the king's servant that a host was at Jerusalem in the city of David, that certain men who had broken the king's commandment were gone down into the secret places of the wilderness, they pursued after them a great number, and having overtaken them, they camped against them and made war against them on the Sabbath day.
Go ahead and explain that.
That's crazy. So they knew the customs of the children of Israel. They said, okay, cool. On the Sabbath, they're going to be chilling, and they ain't even going to want to fight back. So we're going to go fight them on that day. Right?
That shows you the devil knows your playbook. He tries to use the playbook against you. All right, we want to keep going, and then we can go to chapter 4.
Yep. And they said unto them, let them which ye have done hitherto suffice. Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, and you shall live. But they said, we will not come forth, neither will we do the king's commandment to profane the Sabbath day. So then they gave them the battle with all speed. Howbeit they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stopped at the places where they lay hid, but said, let us die in our innocency. Heaven and earth shall testify for us that you have put us to death wrongfully. So they rose up against them in battle on the Sabbath, and when they slew them with their wives and children and their cattle to the number of 1,000 people.
Now let me say something. We have people amongst us like that to this day. We have been, what's the word? I don't even know. We've been castrated so much. We have been taught that we're supposed to love everybody so much, turn other cheeks so much. That happened back then. It's like, hey, this is Sabbath. We stopped using common sense, and that happens in the truth to this day about certain topics. You know what I'm saying? Being over righteous. Oh, the Lord's going to testify that you came upon us on the Sabbath. You could just kill us. No.
Right.
No. You, bro, come break into my house on Friday night if you want to.
Right.
You won't see another Saturday. Like, you gone. You know what I'm saying? But they won't doing that. They're like, hey, it's a Sabbath. We just going to die, which is crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You keep going.
And if you keep reading the story, are we jumping down or are we going to keep reading?
We can keep, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them right sore, and one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done and fight not for our lives and laws against the heathen, they will now quickly root us out of the earth. At that time, therefore, they decreed, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him. Neither will we die all as our brethren that were murdered in the secret places. So Mattathias and his people came together and was like, yo, we're not going to sit back and let this happen, because if we do this, the children of Israel are going to be no more. Yeah. Right? And they couldn't do that.
Con. So now we're going to skip down. Right? So now they decided to join together. It's time to fight now. It's like, we ain't having this. This could be the end of our people. We're going to fight. Right? A lot of our people ain't on that type of time no more. Just keeping it real, right? So let's skip down to where I want to skip to. Let's read 52. So now we don't fault. You know what I'm saying? No, I want to start at verse 49.
All right, 49. Now, when the time drew near,
Salaki, 48. Salaki. We don't fault. Blah blah blah. All that don't happen. 48 is happening. Go ahead.
Verse 48. So they recovered the law out of the hand of the Gentiles and out of the hand of kings. Neither suffered they the sinner to triumph.
So your grandma's documents we was talking about, they got them joints back. Right? And all them people who's doing wild stuff in your grandma's house, they got clipped. Go ahead.
Now, when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation. Now, therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
And that's what heritage and culture is. When you have a heritage and a culture, you will die before you let an outsider disrespect your heritage. You're going to die. And you know what's funny, bro? The only time black people got that type of pride is when we gangbanging. That's the only time we be doing that. Yeah. Before I let you on the outside disrespect my hood, my set, whatever you claiming, nigga, you going to die. You feel what I'm saying? The only difference is we claiming sets of neighborhoods we don't even own. That's named after white people. Right. You feel me? But let us say, hey, we need 50 brothers. When the next brother that get hung, because we know it's going to happen again, we taking 50 brothers, and it don't even matter if we come back. We going. How many of y'all coming? How many brothers really showing up? It's only a couple of those. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't even going to have a couple to see what's going on. They ain't coming. They going to stay home. Right? But, hey, Mattathias told his sons to be zealous for the law. You don't be scary. You know what I'm saying? This is our heritage, bro. Don't be scary. Go ahead. Let's finish it out.
All right. Boom. Verse 51. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall you receive great honor and an everlasting name. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandments and was made Lord of Egypt. Phineas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood.
All right, we can skip through those. These are just examples of our forefathers having faith. We can skip past that. Let's go to chapter 4, and we're going to read. What was we at just now? Hebrews chapter 2, right? Let's just read 36 through 40, and then we're gonna read 52 through 59. This is gonna be the
culmination.
This is the story right here. Like, and we did this in 2 hours. That's good timing. Let's go.
God. So this is First Maccabees chapter 4, verse 36. Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary. Right. So this follows after they did battle a couple of times, right? They went back and battled a couple of times. So now Judas and them got the upper hand in battle, all right, against the Greeks.
Right.
I'm in verse 36.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right. No. Chapter 4, verse 36.
First Maccabees chapter 4, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Then said Judas and his brethren, behold.
What is happening?
Is that the?
Oh, you know, I didn't answer. Go ahead.
Okay. Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary. Upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up unto Mount Zion. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate and the altar profane and the gates burned up and shrubs growing in the courts as a forest, or in one of the mountains, yea, the priest's chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes and made great lamentation and cast ashes upon their heads, and fell down flat upon the ground upon their faces and blew an alarm with the trumpets and cried towards heaven. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
So we're gonna skip through. So just imagine how serious it must have been. Like, what's in y'all's life? We young black brothers, right? What's in our lives that's can happen so bad that you fall on your face, you cry, you scream to heaven, you tear your clothes, throw ashes on your head? What do we hold that serious to us today? If we saw other people doing it, we probably look at it like it's weird. Go ahead. Your mama and your daddy, somebody dying. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, like for real, outside of that, what do we have? This ain't nobody mom and daddy died right here. This is culture and heritage we talking about. What do we have that we hold near and dear to us outside of our grandma, mama, daddy? You know what I'm saying? Culture-wise, we talking about, hey, us by ourselves as men, not in a group. We care about our culture so bad that we'll fall on the floor crying when something happens. What do we hold to ourselves that close? Nothing, right? Just think about it, bro. We have no culture, but we not locked in with our culture no more. We gone. We have discontinued from our heritage, like Jeremiah 17:4 say. Because we reading about this, but we look at other cultures of people. Like, you know how like other people mourn when somebody died, how they be acting, like in Africa and stuff, how they be acting. It's something different, right? Let's continue on. Let's go. Let's read the last few verses. So they saw the temple was profane. They don't rent their clothes. They don't fall all over the floor. They upset, right? So let's finish it out. Verse 52 through 59.
Verse 52. Now on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu, in the 9th month, Salaki, I said 10th earlier. Which is called the month Caslu in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made. Look at what time and what day the heathen profaned it. Even in that was it dedicated with songs and cisterns and harps and cymbals. So basically the exact same day of the year that they came and defamed the temple was the same day we rededicated the temple, right? Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven who had given them good success. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
This is why I'll put my screen up just so people can see. Let me see real quick. This is why when you see Hanukkah, you see that they'll light a different candle and all that stuff like that. Now the heathens, the white folks, the people, the Diamond District folks, they do things a little bit different. But I just wanted to show y'all. That was trash. I shouldn't have even did that. I'll just do this. share this tab instead. All right, this right here is a menorah, right? Go ahead.
Gone. And it'll be up on the screen in a second. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days, burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields. In the gates and the chambers they renewed and hanged doors upon them. Thus there was very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with myrrh and gladness.
All right, come on. So that's why, in conclusion, this is why people kept Hanukkah. If you never wonder why the heathen people, the white folks who do it, and black folks, why Hanukkah is a thing, that's the story behind Hanukkah. It's pretty much the rededication of the temple of the Most High God and us celebrating us taking our stuff back. You know what I mean? And we're going to have another one, Most High willing. You know what I mean? So with that, I will say this. We got to start being dedicated to something related to our people as fervently as Judas Maccabeus and his brothers was. We don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? We got to be dedicated to something. You know what I mean? So the rededication of the temple, we already know our bodies is the temple. We should be rededicating our temple to the Most High every time we get a chance to crack open our eyes. You feel me? And that's through that repentance. So that's a long lesson. It's always a long lesson. It's the longest lesson you will ever teach or hear. But it's over now. So hopefully people learned something and we can go over some stuff, you know, later in the year. I can ask some questions and people know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So with that, that's the end of the class.
God, all praise to the Most High.
All praises, all praises.
And I'm going to hit you with Daniel 7:18, and we're going to let y'all go.
Hey, before we do that real fast, we're going to eat, drink, and be merry and all that stuff like that. Hey, man, this beautiful feast day calendar was done by our very own Captain Shaquat. Once again, he keeps the joint looking nice. Let me get these comments off of there. So we're going into Esau's New Year, but because we operate off of that, we have the feast day calendar. We're gonna start keeping these feast days. We're gonna start keeping these feast days. We're gonna start keeping these feast days. We're gonna come here. You know, we're gonna try to get into the swing of things again. The Most High is increasing. New families, new brothers, new sisters. I'll send all of y'all. If y'all need the copy, I'll send it to you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all cut y'all airdrop on in a minute, and I'll airdrop it to y'all. If you have a Android, sorry, you have to take a picture of the screen. All right. But we're gonna start keeping these feast days. We're gonna start congregating. You know what I mean? We're gonna start watching the fights and all of that. You know, whatever we want to do, it don't matter. If it's a Super Bowl, it don't matter. Because at the end of the day, we need to be congregating. So that's what we're doing. So the next thing on the calendar is New Moon, January 18th. What day of the week is that? Let's look at that real quick. New Moon is January 18th. Say it again. And it's New Moon. Yep. It's New Moon right now. We bringing in the moon. Or is it moon sundown tomorrow? It's today, I believe. Yeah. So January the 8th. January 18th is on a Sunday, so I'm going to make the call. We're going to congregate Saturday, and we're going to eat, drink, and be merry on Saturday. Because we do it on Sunday. We already know how it's going to be. So, hey, we're going to do New Moon here at the school January the 18th. All right, and then the next major feast outside of New Moons, we'll have a Destruction of Nicanor class, another historical class, Feast of Purim, another historical class, and then April 1st is Passover right here at the school in North Carolina. All right, so y'all got to make sure that y'all are there. Send y'all emails, let us know that you want to go. When we put the tickets up, we'll let you know. We probably do that probably this week, huh? When we going to put the tickets up?
Say it again?
Passover tickets. Soon. Yeah, we'll do it soon. We ain't going to do it this week. We'll do it soon. But if you want to come to Passover, send that email. I'm going to tell you now, Passover is on a Wednesday. You feel me? We're going to be doing stuff. Brothers, we're going to get together that Thursday. We're going to bring in the Sabbath together on Friday. We're going to have class on Saturday. Everybody go home on Sunday. But we're going to make it a thing. We're letting y'all know now, for everybody that's listening, we letting y'all know now it's December. Don't hit me, yo, Judah. I'm not going to make it in April. I can't afford it. I'm not going to believe you.
And one more thing, too, right? If you are from North Carolina and from this area specifically, we the Israelites in this area.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we got to be that light for the other people in the area who might be searching for congregations or whatever like that. We're going to make a welcome space for them to come in. They can learn with us. We're going to build the family back up. Because at one point in time, this area was crazy.
Yeah, fact.
And then the process of time happens, right?
Yep.
So we still here. We're going to rebuild that, and we're going to start with the right foundation.
Doggone right. So if you're on the East Coast, you better be there. If you're in the Midwest, you better be there. If you're on the West Coast, you better be there. And if you live down south, you better be there too. So with that, be looking for those, be looking for these feast days. We're going to stop there. Passover, April 1st, right here at the school in Greensboro. Wednesday through Saturday, we're gonna make it a whole thing. So with that, we're gonna get this Daniel 7:18. We're gonna let y'all go. You got it? Let's bring it up.
Con. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath and y'all new moon. All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom, even forever and ever and ever, by Hashem Hamashiach Yahushai. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin,